Bluegrass Jam Along is proud to be sponsored by Collins Guitars and Mandolins, each and every one built from the sound up in Austin, Texas. Hi, this is Matt, and you're listening to Bluegrass Jam Along, the podcast for anyone and everyone who loves bluegrass. Hey everybody, welcome back to Bluegrass Jam Along. This week I have a bite-sized episode for you, and for those of you who don't know, they're just a short episode. That it's a little extract from one of the previous interviews I've done. There's so many out there now. It's a cool way of resurfacing some bits from some of my favourite episodes, and it's also a great way of putting something out in the weeks where I don't have a full episode for you. And this week, the bite-sized episode comes from one of my real favourite interviews that I've done, which was almost exactly 2 years ago this week, I think. It's with Caitlin Canty about her fantastic album, Quiet Flame. Caitlin came onto my radar because this record was produced by Chris Eldridge of Punch Brothers, and the band for it is Paul Kowert. Chris Eldridge is on there, Andrew Marlin is on there, but also Sarah Jarosz and Brittany Haas, and it is a fantastic sounding record. The songs are great. The band sound great. It's a beautiful thing. I really, really like this record. And it was a fascinating conversation. If you haven't heard it, do go and listen to the full thing. But there's a lovely little section I pulled out for you. And so Caitlin talking about kind of processing through songwriting and how it takes a bit of time to work through things sometimes. And it's not just as simple as seeing a thing and going, I'm going to write a song about that. It's much more about sort of pulling threads together. And I just found that really interesting. And then she goes on to talk a little bit about some specific bits on the record and how they came about and what they mean to her. And I just really enjoyed this conversation. I'll stick a link in the show notes to the original if you haven't heard it. Do go back and have a listen. But in the meantime, this is a little chunk of it. I hope you enjoy it. All the usual stuff. If you need a list of all the interviews, if you want to check anything out, go to bluegrassjamalong.com. Everything is on there. And if you want to support the podcast, you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts for just 99 cents a month, and that all goes to help this content keep coming, keep helping me make the podcast. But that is it. Here comes Caitlin Canty. Hope you enjoy this one.
I'd been talking to a friend about how I have a hard time writing about something that happens today, and spitting it into a song the next day. It's like groundwater, it's not, songs for me aren't, I think the urge to write when I see a pattern emerge, or when, three different people sort of have a similar experience, or are eyeing the exit signs, in a relationship, or sort of had a similar word they use to describe their that's when it feels like something sparks. There's some threads I want to braid together, and that's where a song starts to go. So yeah, there's a definite lag between like life events and the song that was inspired by those life events. So I'll probably be hitting my pandemic songs around age 55 or something.
It's interesting because there are a couple of songs on this record that feel like sort of processing a breakup songs.
Yeah, I guess there could be. Let's see.
So I was thinking of like maybe See the Day.
See the Day. Yeah.
It's definitely got a hint of that. I Don't Think About You. Sort of.
Yeah, that's
sort of
true.
feels that way too.
I Don't Think About You to me was less about a breakup kind of song, but more about the thing I find hardest to do is just let go of anything. Like when you shut down, you're about to go to sleep at night and your brain decides not to shut down, and it goes over the thing you said that was, the joke you tried that was, oh my goodness, how did I, that kind of punishment. Like I can't let go of a grudge or a injustice or a stupid thing I said. And so that song to me, I started to envision letting go of a physical object in that song. If you look at the lyrics, it's moving further and further away from me. And for me, it's actually almost a practice. Like if I sing that song, I'm reminding myself how to let something go down the river and not pick it up. And fuss over it, how to let the string go on a balloon, or watch the smoke go from a candle, like let it move away from you. And it's like the most self-help song I've ever written, I think.
It's really interesting because I sort of got a theme of that from the record in general. And there's so Blue Sky Moon's got the lines about heavy current rushing by, I don't follow where it's going. Yeah. There's line about, and I don't think of you, watch the memories flow by, I don't try to catch one, which is very much what you try to do when you're not kind of chasing your thoughts. And there's something, it feels like there's a thread of that through the record, a sort of, and it was one of the, and I wondered about that because it's really funny that you say with I don't think of you, that it's almost like a reminder to yourself, because I was wondering whether that's like, I don't think of you, or whether it's the narrator of the song telling themselves, like, I'm all right, I don't think about you. It's like,
Yeah, I think that song for me, there's such a country tradition, or like, what's the song? Where there's a cloud don't mean there's rain. Tears in my eyes don't mean there's pain. Don't flatter yourself, I'm over you. It's like this whole song about I'm so over you, and clearly you're not. That kind of country tradition, I think, is maybe infused in the I Don't Think of You song. That's probably where that finds its home.
So there's so many of those songs, like She Thinks I Still Care, which is clearly,
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah. And I think that I Don't Think of You and Pull the Moon are the two that I sing live that are almost like, they're very helpful to me. Pull the Moon just feels like a reminder that, it's not supposed to be perfect out there. It's going to be rough. Like if it's gritty, that's where it's supposed to be. Like sometimes I think young musicians go into this. I heard somebody talking about how they'd feel successful once they were touring with a bus, like, I'm like, oof, you're not going to feel good for a long time, I think, because not too many people, do the tour bus living. And if they do, they're giving up a lot to have, to be gone all the time. There's not an easy way to do this. There's no real reason to do this. It's only mad people who like go spend their lives up on stage, and we do it because there's something in you that has to, I guess. But that song, Pull the Moon, was just like the disillusionment and the realigning of your of your dreams and your reality. And I don't know, I am trying to get to the heart of the matter and find that spark again. Like sometimes if you feel emptied out, like there's nothing new to say or contribute, or I haven't heard a good new song in years, kind of feeling that if that curmudgeonly side takes hold of me, like there's so many musicians I can look at and be inspired by, or people, who are doing their thing regardless of who's listening and how many dollar bills are flying through the door. And, if there's one person in the audience, fine by them. It's like, it's more about what the song is and what the music is. I love using that song to find my way back to the reason and the spark.
Bluegrass Jam Along is proud to be sponsored by Collins Guitars and Mandolins, each and every one built from the sound up in Austin, Texas.